Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra pass.
That's right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level. That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP. All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro, because you're small.
Man, you ain't got to be Wimby to shoot out the gym. But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah, all right, bet. Let's do it.
Bet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation of Illinois Club League Basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Some of the future stars of the region look to hone in their skills as we have the Wolfpack hosting the Dynasty.
And to call this a rivalry might be underselling it. This is more of a feud than anything. These clubs really dislike each other.
And the Wolfpack would love to play spoiler in this one, looking to put an end to the Dynasty's 11-game win streak.
Yeah, Joe, and both of these teams have plenty of talent to get it done tonight. The Wolfpack are only 7-4 on the season, but this roster can play with the best of them and can pull out a win against just about anyone.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other. They rely on him to produce, and he's certainly been up to the task.
And it's Patrick Wells with the rebound. Fires from deep. Patrick Wells misses another. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
Now here's Hotkins. Back to Luan. Clock at 6. Pass to Zadirko. Fisher. Hotkins. Defended by Stoffer. And Hotkins gets it to go. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
On the wing, Brett Hotkins. Pass to Luan. To the left side. Hotkins outside. Luan with it. Zadirko. Defended by Robinson. Up top, Hawkins. Another 3 for the Dynasty.
That was a pure look from deep. Hard to imagine he was exclusive to the tennis team until recently. Serving up 3 nice points right there.
That one goes. Count it.
He's able to find the seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
Down low. Tries again. Michael Stoffer with the block.
Stoffer was ready. Times that block as good as one could. You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season.
Great work off the screen to move right to the rim. That was picture perfect.
Defensive foul. Patrick Wells. First personal foul. First team foul.
He's off on the first, so it's both teams making a change here.
Taking 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing them both. Here's Carter, and Dave Zadirko with the block.
And Zadirko loves when shooters try to challenge him because he embraces going after the blocks.
On the wing, Michael Luan. On the wing, Michael Luan. Fisher outside. Fires the three. Johnson with the rebound.
And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh yeah, the bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. Certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
Now here's Dillard to the paint. And the layup is good.
Sweet find by Fisher. Doing more than advertised, setting up scoring for others.
The Wolfpack trail. Outside Stauffer. Up top Robinson. Nice D from Dave Zadirko.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside, but the defense forms a wall and he can't get past.
I mean, look, good things happen when Zadirko keeps his head on a swivel.
And so here it's the Wolfpack. Offense has been clicking lately. Might want to mix things up.
Their mojo is gone. They need a basket just to regain some confidence.
Carter with it. Dillard covering. Carter no good. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
Outside Stauffer. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. And they're on the break. Out of bounds, it'll go to the way of the Wolfpack.
Wolfpack ball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 17. Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack in the lead. Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look that big, if there's even a gap at all. Able to play at a quick pace. Wells gets to the ball and instantly has a shot up.
Dillard. Nice D from Deshaun Carter. And with a showcase game like this and tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Now here's Junior. Pass to Zadirko. 6 to shoot. Takes the three. But they'll get another chance. Now Junior, right side. The second chance effort. That shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the contest. And here's Carter. 9 points in this one. Now fresh. Covered by Fisher. Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. Another miss by Wells. And he's going for the alley-oop. And Fisher throws it down.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much. I mean, look, if you're going to give Carter the three-point shot, he's going to take that. Nice job capitalizing there.
Zadirko, left side. Junior, he's covered by Johnson. Junior, outside. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Eric Dillard. Drains the triple.
Oh, yeah. Dillard returns fire from the arc and matches that last three-pointer.
Wells outside. Here's Robinson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Lead pass that keeps their offensive momentum flowing.
That's his 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed 3.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
It's Dillard outside. Out to the right wing. Guarded by Wells. Pass to Junior. Dillard, right side. Another three for the Dynasty.
He plays an essential role by getting his guys to their shots.
Such a nice advantage having an unselfish player like him with a high basketball IQ, always providing for his teammates.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Dynasty on top, up 1, and will return right after this break. The teams have had their break, the Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh! I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one. Everything Stauffer does on the floor is thought out. He's so calculated, and his teammates appreciate it.
Both fall at the line that time. The Dynasty leading. Back to Hawkins. Dish to Fisher. It's stolen away by James. Wells outside.
Hey, yo, right here, Kevin!
Fires for three. And it's Fisher with the rebound. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Clock at 4. Zadirko gets the bucket.
Zadirko lives for the physical play. He goes right at the throat of the defense on that one.
Wells with it. Guarded by Zadirko. Timmerman is doubled. Pass over to Robinson. To the middle. James. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
So much easier to score in there. No need to show off the range that time.
To the inside.
Fisher taking some contact right there. He really limits the defender's ability to guard him cleanly.
First team foul.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
The Wolfpack trailing here. Inside. Here's Wells. Here's Robinson. Andrew Robinson with the slam.
His rebounding ability on the offensive end is such a lift for this team.
Not only does he grab it, he also puts it right back.
Absolutely. Keeps the play alive and finishes.
On the wing, Brett Hawkins. Outside Luan. Shot clock at 6. Brett Hawkins from outside sinks it from distance.
Just what the Dynasty wanted there. They're ready to find Hawkins, and he takes a quick shot.
Three-pointer, Patrick Wells drills it from deep
And comes right back with a 3 of his own.
Looking to match the 3 they just made. I love it.
Zadirko, defended by Robinson. The Wolfpack with the ball. It's a 1-point game. James slams it home.
Nice, crisp pass by Timmerman. The Wolfpack playing like a real team out there.
Dish to Fisher. Now Hawkins. Guarded by Wells. Here's Luan. Hawkins outside. Now here's Fisher. This one for 3. Another 3 for the Dynasty.
He's having a field day from beyond the arc.
Quick note to the defense. Feel free to get a hand up. Someone might want to actually guard him.
Outside James. Timmerman is doubled. Back to James. James slams slams it home.
Well, Timmerman is no floor general, but he's not going to miss an open teammate.
And the Dynasty call time here. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Outside Cobb, Jr. Defended by Carter. Pass over to Dillard. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. Now it's Carter outside. Doubled by Davidson. Out to the left wing. Shoots it. Carter gets the bucket.
That assist from JJ shows his heads-up presence in the game, finding a teammate with a good look. Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let-up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Now here's Carter. And Joey Johnson gets doubled. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball right now. And the Wolfpack making a change here.
Dave Zadirko. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
To the wing, right side. Deshaun Carter from the outside.
He can do that, just couldn't connect this time.
Too much daylight for a shooter of his caliber.
And that one's good.
Nice feed inside as well, looking for some good shots.
And so here it's the Wolfpack, trailing by 8 here. Levesque. The three-pointer goes.
Carter has such a high basketball IQ. He's always looking for his next move and trying to find the open shooter.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. Now here's Dillard, 5 to shoot. From past the arc. Fires in the triple.
Shooting is the centerpiece of Eric Dillard's game, and he sinks one there.
Now it's Carter outside. It's Junior with the rebound. Great ball movement. They're sharing the rock.
And they're keeping everyone involved and engaged.
Over to the wing. Dillard. Cordova covering. Pass to Junior. Now Zadirko. Nice work on the board. Paying off with the basket.
When Zadirko showing a nice touch around the basket.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Eric Fisher. Michael Luan. Brett Hawkins. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
The Wolfpack with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
It's a 10-point game. Here's Robinson. That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for him.
Hey, when you're 5'7" like Wells, sometimes you have to make plays for others.
To the middle. Here's Fisher. And Fisher throws it down.
He sure knows how to make an impression with his throwdowns.
It's not a matter of if he's going to get to the rim. It's a matter of what he will do when he gets there.
This time, showing some style with the one-hand slam.
Now here's James. Zadirko grabs the rebound. Pass to Hawkins. Fisher with it. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Brett Hawkins. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
A physical play by Fisher. Here's a guy who helps on his family's farm every day, so he's really used to putting in work.
hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
Guys, an interesting story here with Eric Fisher. He's taken a large role at the Fisher family farm, helping the landscape. He's growing soybeans here in Plainview. A physically demanding production, and he's added a lot of muscle this year as a result. He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rear view, knocked it down.
Back to Luan. Pass to Zadirko. Down low. Up top, Luan. To the inside. Offensive board. And the basket by Zadirko.
Hey, might as well tack a few more points on in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Yeah, dominant is the word for it. This one was as one-sided as they get.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Hawkins can't hit it. Wells outside. The shot's good on the assist by Zach Timmerman.
Wells somehow came away with a bucket with the defense right in his face.
Zadirko, defended by Robinson. Outside Luan. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0.
We'd like to thank all of you.
She was here, I didn't see her.
Man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude.
It
We're
is
going
a
to win
great
states
idea.
like
Yep,
that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right, and that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over, make the lead? Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah, think about it. I can't believe how many North Beverly hats I saw today.
Man.
Front-runner high school team is crazy.
Yo, that's what happens when you win 8 straight titles and you're the most exclusive private school on the north side of Chicago, man.
5 assistant coaches. Full time.
Mm-hmm.
That means they've been scouting you for months.
Guess I'm gonna have to just go in there and do my thing, you know what I mean?
Stop playing, MP. Do you want to win, bro?
Of course I want to win. What you
Well,
talking
then
about?
pass the rock. All right, you're on a whole nother level than everybody else. I get that. But we can shoot. All right, especially if we're wide open and they're throwing doubles at you with their all-star recruits, man.
Yo, Patrick, ever since you got to Plainview, you've been telling me to take over, prove to the scouts that I'm an NBA player.
Yeah.
And now we on the biggest stage and you sitting here to tell me to play timid? You scared? You nervous? What's up, man?
Scared, man. It's North Beverly. I can't lose to those guys.
Hold on. Why? Because you play with half of them on your club league team?
It's not the players, man. Players are in the same condition we in on scholarship. I'm talking about the fans. I can't stand the fans, man. They've been getting everything handed down to them their entire lives, man. And they swear it's because they're better than you.
Yeah, no, that's real. Meanwhile, somebody from Plainview can work twice as hard as them, and they'll never, ever get the same opportunity. I hear you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But yo, you want to hear something even crazier? One of the biggest donors at North Beverly is the guy who shut down the garment factory. And my grandfather, he worked there for 37 years, bro. 37 years, Patrick.
Man. If you force up shots, we're gonna lose, man. The stock's gonna drop. Who's left for me to manage?
Go with this managing thing, man. How about you just worry about knocking down your shots tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it, all right?
That's not a problem.
All right, then. Plainview. All right, man, let's get out of here, bro.
And let's go down to the floor as they get ready to announce the starting lineups.
Welcome, fans, to the High School State Championship. It's time to introduce the starting five for your Plainview Panthers. At small forward, number 15, Al Patrumsi. At the other forward position, number 50, Brent Tumbo. At the center position, number 6, Dave Zadirko. At point guard, number 1, Patrick Wells. The other guard, number 11.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our coverage of the Illinois High School State Championships. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo.
8 straight Illinois State Championships for them, an incredible run.
Tip-off goes to Plainview. Pass to Zadirko. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And you look at the program North Beverly has put together, it's something you rarely see.
Oh, they're a gold standard for high school basketball around here. Great coaching, great teammates. Kids want to play for this team. And if you add it all up, they've made the most of their chances.
And Day gets it to go.
Oh, I love the dish by Coffin. When you're open, he does his best to find you.
Zadirko right side. Perchumsey outside. Pass to Zadirko. Shot from 12. No good. Nice D from James Marcita. Dermanenko, guarded by Wells. Out to the left wing. Now Day. Outside Marcita. Out to the right wing. Danny Cossin for 3. Rebounded by Tumbo.
Let's talk about Danny Coffin for a moment. The Bearcats power forward loves to clean the glass.
He's got a real pack mentality, too. So when a shot goes up, Coffin is nearly always in the picture, and he's either boxing out or snagging those boards himself for easy second-chance buckets. James Marcita for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Entering unfair territory. Marcita already has a huge edge inside and now showcasing the long ball. The power of the Bearcats is in full display right now.
Zadirko gets the bucket.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
We're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Dermonenko outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Day. And then Javar Day with the dunk.
What an athletic play by Javar Day. The Bearcat getting up and attacking the rim.
And Wells, a transfer to Plainview before the season, he's been a huge part of their success.
Wells knows how to shoot, something you can always use more of. Likely won't make that jump to the college level, though, but he's a great high school player and a really solid 1-2 punch with MP.
First quarter of basketball here, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. North Beverly pulls it in. Dermonenko outside. Passes to Cawthon. And now Marceta. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Dave Zadirko. Wells outside. Zadirko. He's covered by Bishop. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming.
And you hate to call him a one-man show, but it fits the bill for MP and Plainview.
They win and lose as a team, but MP is at the center of it all. He's the best player the school has ever had and has put them on his back for this finals run. Day with the bucket.
And look at Bishop using that intimidating size to locate the open man for the score.
He's guarded by Dermonenko. Zadirko. And he gets it to go.
Working the inside is usually a great idea. Solid pass.
North Beverly leads. Knocked loose. To the inside. And a slam by Tad Gibson.
That's just deflating for the opposing team. Coughing the ball up and then having it turn into immediate points at the other end.
Yeah, that feels like giving us
Substitution for the Bearcats.
Down low. Here's Chu. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And something to note between these two schools, Plainview has never beaten North Beverly.
Wow, Joe, just lay out the cold hard fact like that? Yeah, I'm not sure I would ever bring that up in the locker room or make the sole point to fire up the squad, but either way, staying undefeated over another team can be a real challenge on that end.
With a step back, and it's Gibson with the rebound. And the rebound goes to the Bearcats. Splitter outside. Aslanoglu outside. Here's Cawthon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is Cawthon in his zone. Absolutely dialed. He loves playing big inside.
Outside, Gibson. Rosenberg outside. Perchumsey outside. Pure from three-point range. MP up to 5 assists now on the contest, doing a great job involving his team.
And no matter how this game goes, what a run it's been for Plainview. The first time they've gotten this far in school history.
And you can tell by how much the town has loved it. Fairy tale ending or not, this has been a year to remember for Plainview. Pass to Rosenberg. Outside, Gibson. Justice Rosenberg on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gibson. Over Splitter. And the basket's good by Gibson.
You see the chemistry between teammates on the assist. Totally in sync.
Here's Cawthon. Pass to Lee. Johnny Chu. The three-pointer off the mark. Rosenberg outside. And now Perchumsey. Now here's Rosenberg. Pick by Little. And he's going for the alley-oop. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Bearcats.
Unfortunately, we see this all the time. Miscommunications leading to turnovers.
So both teams changing it up here. And when you watch Dermonenko on the court for North Beverly, he's as composed as they get at this level.
He's the smallest starter for the Bearcats, but he's sort of like this conductor of a larger-than-life Bearcat orchestra. He moves the symphony, and he collects assists from the giants of North Beverly.
And they pick up 2.
Yeah, and they'll take that shot anytime they can get it.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played so far. Here's Marcita. Javarde for 3. Rebounded by Tombo.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
Zadirko. He's covered by Bishop. Perchumpsey, right side. Tombo up top. Pass to Zadirko. And that one drops. And what a half it's been for MP so far, who recorded his 7th assist with that last dish. And Ben Bishop, the big man for the Bearcats, 7+ feet in the middle, hard to miss out on the floor.
Yeah, sticking out on the floor with his height. The mobility is the only question mark for him. He moves like he's 50 years old and drives a minivan, but man, when he gets into position, he's a load to deal with.
The Panthers trailing this one. Inside, and dunked home by Grant Tombo.
Wow, there's the results of Tombo working on that vert. What a dunk.
Shot clock and game clock separated by 5. The double on Marcita. Cawthon, Dermonenko outside. To the paint. Here's Bishop. Slammed home and draws a foul. A chance for another point at the line. That's on Zadirko.
That is a sweet-looking one-handed slam.
When the game is this close, he's someone you can really rely on.
Absolutely, and great to have such a dependable finisher. Dre, Joe, Ben Bishop, he's big, and first-time fans are taking photos. I hear everybody talking, too. I mean, if he could gain some more skill, some more speed, he could play college ball.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Panthers, leading by just 1, and we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we're back. Illinois State Championship second half action about to restart. Plainview with the lead. And it might be intimidating for some of these players, playing in such a hollowed ground here at the United States.
I think it's safe to substitute the might for a definitely does. It's bigger here. The sights, the sounds, everything. It's a dream come true for many of these players.
To the left wing. Here's Cawthon. And he buries that one, hitting the rim on the way down.
Hey, Cawthon's shown he's got some skill for his size. Normally he's working in close.
Guarded by Day. Wells outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Tombo. Passes to Wells. Now Perchumpsey from the outside. North Beverly pulls it in. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Bishop. Zadirko covering. And Dave Zadirko with the block.
And Zadirko loves when shooters try to challenge him because he embraces going after the blocks.
Well, no doubt MP is a legend for Plainview already. Likely to be the first graduate to have ever seen the NBA.
And for someone who's never seen him, MP's athleticism is something special. He's got great basketball IQ, and you can see the potential ooze out of him. This is just the start of what can be a decorated career.
Cawthon, no good. Plainview on offense. The lead is 2. And Dave Zadirko throws it down. That's now double-digit assists for MP. 10 on the game as he orchestrates this Plainview offense. And Vlad Dermonenko gets double-teamed. Dishes to Marcita. Dermonenko. And Cawthon. Let's go with the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Coach Riley Altman has North Beverly prepared to play this game as if it's on their own home floor.
Oh, Coach Altman is a living legend. He's the most decorated high school coach in Illinois state history. But what's great about him is he doesn't want his players to be overwhelmed by the environment. He wants them to stay focused and in the game plan.
Day. That's good, and James Marceta picks up the dime.
Great find by the big man Marceta, using his height to see over the defense.
To the inside, stolen by Bishop. Right side, Marceta. And again, it's the Bearcats from deep.
Defensively, you can't take your eyes off him. He's lethal to several spots on the floor.
Substitution for the Bearcats.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Splitter outside. Six to shoot. For the time. He can't hit it that time. We've just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight game so far. Plainview ahead. They lead by a bucket. And the fourth quarter's coming your way. Final quarter of play just ahead. The Illinois State Championship on the line. The Bearcats trail. And of course, high school basketball around Chicago as competitive as it gets.
There is a legacy here. Yeah, players are chasing a shadow in the shape of the number 23, and it envelops every court in this city. Basketball could be a ticket, could be the opportunity of a lifetime for these athletes.
Outside, shoot. To take the lead. Rosenberg grabs the miss.
Things have really gone south for him here.
Yeah, he can't buy a bucket. Not easy to shake off a cold streak like this.
Returns it to Kennedy. Now here's Rosenberg. Swings it to Gibson. From outside, it's off the mark. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind earlier in the game, but hung in there and didn't let it get out of hand.
They tie it up. North Beverly no good on that one either.
And as we know, a lot of colleges have their eyes on this state championship, a number of top recruits.
Oh, if you're a fan of basketball, this is the game to watch. A handful of these players might even make their way to the NBA. But MP, he's the most highly touted athlete out on the floor. And almost all of North Beverly's roster will play college ball somewhere.
Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
August Splitter on the wing. Offensive rebound. It's stolen away by Rosenberg. Down low. Pass to Kennedy. Gibson up top. With just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Leftos. Got a piece of it. Takes a three. Here's Rosenberg. Blanketed by the D, but he fights to the rim for the layup. That's a dozen assists for MP now, and he's doing everything you can want from a facilitator.
Dave Zadirko. Brent Trumbo.
James Marceta is a talented wing who can play at the next level. At 6'10" and 240 pounds, small is not what comes to mind for this small forward.
Oh, no, not at all, Danny. It's noticeable how tall he is. And it's unusual to see that kind of mass in a high school wing. But again, that's the benefit of the international recruiting that North Beverly pulls from.
And the shot goes down.
They're just trying to build out this lead, bucket by bucket.
It is a small margin, but they've got the upper hand.
Pass to Day. Bishop with it. Second chance shot. The rebound by Dave Zadirko. Guarded by Marceta. Here's Zadirko. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Marcita. Passes to Cawthon. Dermonenko. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot two. That's on Zadirko.
Well, Dermonenko does a nice job putting pressure on the inside defense there, and it results in the foul.
And he gets both of them.
Flawless trip to the free throw line, and that gap just got a little narrower.
The basket is good. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played just about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Marcita. Danny Cawthon for three. A rebound by Dave Zadirko. Right at the free throw line. Not enough on that one as he misses it. Dermonenko outside. The three ball sinks it from distance.
It's James Marcita, larger than life, under the bright lights of this championship game. He is locked in.
Zadirko outside. To the middle. The shot from the low post is good.
And they continue to pad their lead here late in the game.
They're going to be tough to catch at this point. This game is theirs for the taking.
Danny Cawthon for three. Krachupsi pulls it in.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it is a game of horse.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
On the wing, Javarde. Krachupsi with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by 5. Day with the steal.
Put a fork in them. Their comeback hopes are out the window. It's safe to say at this point.
Yeah, this deal, it's done. It's finished. It's over.
Nice pass by Day. You see why the Bearcats were heavy favorites coming into this contest. They've got the talent, and they play together cohesively as a team.
And now they've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
And now they decide to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. At the line for the Panthers.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. James Marcita for three. Panthers pick up the board. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Offensive rebound. Puts up a three. It's good from beyond the arc. Put it in the history book. The Plainview Panthers have done the unthinkable and are Illinois state champions. MP has led his school to glory, and this is a season Plainview will never forget.
And what can you say about MP and this team? You could never count them out, and they took down a titan in North Beverly today.
And out of all the schools to end the dominance of North Beverly, nobody would have expected the Plainview Panthers.
These kids are legends today and here on out. It's a Cinderella story that this state will never forget.
For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
I told you we were gonna get that W, bro. We did that. Hey, yo.
Did y'all look at the stands during that trophy presentation?
Yeah, dude. Our whole section was crying.
Oh, man, it was crazy. I did not realize how much we meant to everyone until I saw it on their faces,
Oh,
man.
man, I ain't gonna lie. I had some tears rolling down.
Right?
Come on, man. That was some emotional stuff, y'all.
Bro, I had tears, especially because, like, this is it for me. You know? I'm not playing college ball, and I'm definitely not playing in FIBA like our boy
Come
here.
on, man.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Nah, but for real.
Thank
I
you.
never left Illinois. And you're going all the way to Hungary to play for our country? Yo, that's wild.
And I can't even think about that right now. I just got to focus on graduating first, and that's it.
Come on, man. You got the best grades on the team, and you talking about you got to
Here you
graduate
go.
first like you something at risk. You?
Hey, it's
Come
just
on,
one
man.
step at a time, P. You know, that's how you get to where I'm at, man.
Yeah, that and being a freak athlete.
Nah, that don't hurt. But if you're trying to build something big, you got to do it brick by brick, man.
Speaking of bricks, Benny over here been putting up bricks all season.
I knew you was gonna say that.
So you got jokes now, huh?
I got jokes, I got the looks, I got the charisma.
Delusional self-esteem.
Whoa! Throwing shots.
All the time, man.